Well, congratulations, already a season 2 pickup.
Yes, yeah, we must have done something right.
So, is that more pressure with the expectations higher, or is that just now you breathe a sigh of relief?
I tend to exist in a sphere of pressure, and I never use pressure as a negative influence on me. I always use it as a positive influence. If pressure is applied, then I take that as a sign that I need to double my work effort. And so for me, it's always a positive.
This show is already being compared to Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about those comparisons?
Flattering, very flattering. Game of Thrones was a fantastic show. I know there was some discontent about the last season, but as far as a show goes, enormously successful and very, very popular and fantastically performed. And so for me, it's very flattering. Of course, Game of Thrones and The Witcher are very different products. We are talking, yes, they both exist within a fantasy genre, but one of them, aside from some dragons, is very much reality-based. It's all about royal politics, essentially. And The Witcher, while politics is a massive issue and it's definitely existing in a world of politics, it's a world of monsters and magic. And so the two can't really be compared, aside from the fact that they exist within the same genre, albeit at different ends of the spectrum.
Now, your look in The Witcher, what was it like when you transformed and then you look in the mirror and you see yourself? Did you recognize yourself?
You mean, it's a good question, actually. Now that I think about it, to a degree, no. When I looked in the mirror after the ladies had done all their hard work, Alva and Jackie had finished my makeup and my hair, it was a very different person I was looking at. And that was extraordinarily helpful. That is what I wanted. I wanted Geralt to look like Geralt, and Geralt does look very different from everyone else, which is one of the reasons why he's ostracized and hated as soon as he walks into a village. And for me, that was a good thing. It was a transformation, and it definitely helped my performance.
Lots of training, I imagine, on this. How did it compare to training for Superman?
Training is training, regardless. Evil is evil, Stregobor. Training is training, and regardless of where you're doing it, what kind of training you're doing, what you're trying to achieve, it's difficult. The most difficult thing is time, is fitting training into a working day and into a working shoot. So for me, it was very similar. It's always that taxation of time, and you push through, you do it because it's for the role, and you enjoy it, especially when it pays off. When you're having a shirtless scene, or when you're doing an action scene which requires a certain amount of physicality to get through, especially on a TV show where you have less time to shoot the action. It was extraordinarily helpful, and so I'm happy I did it.
Are we going to see you as Superman again?
You'll have to wait and see.